Okay, so I wanted to take you through my process of how I go about tabbing something out. We're going to be tabbing out "Oh Holy Night," and hopefully by the end of this, we'll have an arrangement all tabbed out, and I'll include that in my lesson. So the first thing I do is pull up the program I use to tab things out. That's Guitar Pro 6. I do believe there's a Guitar Pro 7 out now, but I haven't upgraded yet, so this is what I'm using. And for all you guys that are using this and haven't made a pre-made template, you would just hit that or hit File, New Score, Empty, and start there. But I've actually made up a template here for my lesson that when I use Weissenborn and Open D. So I hit Weissenborn, Open D, and I get this nice template with all my fonts and everything that I like. And I'm just going to call it "Oh Holy Night." I spelled that right. And then we've got a subtitle for Weissenborn and Open D, Lessons with Troy. There's my name, copyright, all that. I hit OK, and we're good. And then what we want to do is save this right off the top. So I've already made up a folder, subfolder, all that. I'm working on a Mac too, so it might look a little different, if you're on a PC. Okay, Oh Holy Night. Okay, now because I've made this template up, I've got the tuning and everything, but in Guitar Pro, if you click this little icon here over the left, little guitar icon, and then click this drop down here underneath the neck. I'm not sure what it looks like in Guitar Pro 7. It might be the same, but you have all these different tunings to do, and I'm doing Open D. And anyways, I won't get into all that just right now. I want to more get into the arrangement and typing in the rhythms and all that stuff. Now let's set our tempo here. First of all, let's set our time signature. It's not in 4/4 time. It's actually going to be in, if you think about it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So 6/8 or 12/8, something like that. I'm just going to call it 6/8. There we go. Okay, so we've got our time signature there. And all I did, might be going a little quick, I hit this little 4/4 up here. Might be really small to see. Little 4/4, and then you've got all your different time signatures here. You can do a custom time signature. So as you can tell, we've got 6 eighth notes, and notice how they're connected like a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that'll really help us when we're writing this out. The other thing I like to do is to put the key signature in. I think the default is the key of C. Let me show you what I'm doing there. I just clicked on the 3 sharp signs over here, top left. And then we're going to do major. It's in the key of D. So I do that. Notice the 2 sharps there. Hit OK. So we got the key of D. I'm just going to do you won't see the standard notation, but you could, if you wanted to. I'm always going to hit save as I go along. Okay, so let's figure out where we're going to start. So the song, "Oh Holy Night," that's... So I'm just going to go real slow. And you can actually, if you don't have Guitar Pro, you can follow along on your instrument, because I'm going to go real slow on this. And, as I type it in, you can be learning it too. So we have this just to start off. I'm going to do that little arpeggio. So the melody is, but I'm going to put in that arpeggio. So let's start off there first. Put in a 0 there, and 0 on the bass. Now, we want those to be eighth notes, and that's 1, 2, 3 right there. So that's open 3rd string, open 6th string, and then open 5th, open 4th, and then that's our... Right, that kicks us off. Those 2 notes right there, open 5th, open 4th, are my filler notes of the arpeggio, as I was talking about in the, if you got my previous lesson for Open D, "Oh Holy Night," where I talk about my arrangement. And then we're ready to put in the next melody note, which is another open 3rd string. So it's, that's what I think I like. Open 3rd, and then open 6th. Another open 3rd. Let's see what we got so far. I like that. So as you can tell, here's on this 3rd string, this is my melody. Oh, let me see. Oh, So this would be oh, holy. All those on that third string there. And then these, open fifth, open fourth, back to open. That's my filler notes. Okay, and then on night, so let's make sure I got the right time signature. So we got oh, holy night. Yeah, let's keep it at 6/8. I didn't Google this. I'm just kind of doing it by ear, but thinking that would be, that feels right. Because night feels like a strong beat there. Could do 12/8, but then I don't know. I won't get into all that. We're just going to choose 6/8 for this. Okay. So then I got to figure out this. Let's put the melody first in there. Okay, so night rings out for a while. So the melody is open third, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right, basically the 6th, 8th note is when the next part of the melody comes in. So we're like, oh, holy night. Okay, let's just do that arpeggio. So we got, sorry you can't see the Weissenborn that I'm doing here. I wanted to make this more, about me writing out the tab, but you'll be seeing it as I'm writing it out, right? Just so a lot of times when I'm doing this, I just kind of go over and over it. Okay, let's do that. Open fifth. These are all my filler notes I'm putting in there. And then this is the next part of the melody. So all that I just wrote in was filler notes. Okay. Okay, now that was all over a D chord, right? And so let's put in, you hit the A on your keyboard, and that pulls up this to put in the chords. So I'm just going to put a D chord in right there. And another D chord. Let's just, even though you could just write one D chord for the whole, both measures, I'm just going to overemphasize that D. Now, what I do like to do is to put in the right hand fingering, as I'm playing this in. So that's thumb right there. And I'll show you kind of how I do that. There's middle finger. There's thumb, index, middle, thumb, middle, middle, thumb, thumb, index, middle. Let me see, make sure that's right. Yeah. There's an index and then middle finger there. Okay, now we're ready for the G chord part. So I got that arpeggio kind of worked out. Okay, I'll just kind of do it slowly here so you can move up to your 5th fret. So the melody goes. So it's all on that, the melody's all on your 3rd string. So keep an eye on that 3rd string, and everything else is going to be filler, right? Okay. So that's. So keep an eye, all this 3rd string here, that's your melody. Right there. Okay, so as we're doing this, let's keep putting in the right hand fingering. So thumb and middle, and then you've got, I like to do my thumb there. And then middle's basically going to be playing this 3rd string. Index, thumb, and middle. Now I did have a request to make these capital T's because they look like I's. I will definitely agree with that comment. However, that's more within I've tried everything I can think of to figure out how to do that, and I think it's just something within the program. I haven't figured out how to do that, how to make those capitals, but that would be definitely something that would help. Maybe in Guitar Pro 7 you can do that. Okay, now that I hit within that measure, and then I just hit the letter A, right, on my keyboard, and that brings up this. I'm going to type in a capital G for the G chord, and we're good. Okay, the next little section, we go back to the D chord, and I'm going to want to do this, if you can hear it. So that is a little bit tricky. So we start off with an open first string, open sixth string. And I know I want to do this. Just do this up down arpeggio here. So you got to think about the rhythm on that. If that melody goes, I'll play it from the G part up over here. Actually, let me play it from the top. Now, I do have to say, too, correct myself, this melody is actually on the third string, and this note here on the fourth string is also part of that melody on that G chord. And this is stars are brightly, and then it goes shining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So actually, this melody is on beat 1 of this measure, and then the next melody note is going to be on beat 1 of the next measure. So we'll do another arpeggio there, and then there. So let me play that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then probably gonna be, actually let's slow down and I'll show you this right hand fingering so if you're just playing along with me. So grab thumb and middle there. And then I normally bring my thumb up to do that fifth string. That's gonna be index. And then middle finger there, index there, thumb there. Okay, so this is, let me pull up the lyrics real quick. Find my folder. And there it is. Okay, that should be good. Close that out. So if I need this, I can bring this up. So far we're at Oh Holy Night, and then the stars are brightly, and then shining is where we're at now. Just put this just a little bit. There we go. Shining. And then It Is the Night is what we're working on now. I like to do one there. Okay, I think that's what, this part was a little tricky. So I'm on measure 4 here. I'll start there. Okay. It Is the Night is what we're, so shining, it is the, so that's what all that is, that it is the, all this is kind of filler. So put in the fingering, middle finger, thumb, middle, index, middle. Then index there. Okay, moving. Oh, actually, this needs to be a G chord. G chord. Let's double check on our lyrics. I got them up here. I'm sorry, I said G. Correction. I'm not in open G tuning, I'm in open D tuning. So those are D chords. Excuse me. So it all feels good. All the arpeggios and everything feel real natural. That's what I'm wanting to do as I'm typing this out. And then it is the night. It is the... And then of the dear Savior's birth is where we're at right there. So let's see where we're at here. Okay, got it. Sorry, I need to be talking while I'm doing this, but just kind of playing what feels right. I'm not putting a lot of thought into it. I've played this enough to see what feels right with these arpeggios and making sure this melody fits, you know. And actually, I could play this. You might be able to hear it through the mics. Ooh, we got to get the tempo down. So I click on this tempo marking, and we want what's called a dotted quarter note, because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I'm typing that, that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4. Or we could do eighth notes. Let's just do eighth notes. Be easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should be about right. 190. We'll just drop it down to 190. Well, 190. There we go. Let's see how that sounds. A little fast. So let's do 170. That sounds okay. And then we've got okay, pretty good there. Okay, we're still on index finger there. And then thumb. Probably play my middle finger there. Thumb there. Thumb there. I believe all that. Let's check our chords there with my little printout. Of the D. Yeah. So that's still all a D chord. And moving on, this next part should be fairly easy. And this is... Let's just do that, make it real easy. Okay, we got 7 up here because we're in the A chord position. So 1, 2, 3. And then okay, I believe this is going to be what's going to be a dotted. Actually, that'll be 1 quarter note there because we got everything else has been straight eighth notes, right? Just all eighth note arpeggios. This one I'm going to hold for just a little bit. And then that note there is going to be an eighth note. Let's see how that sounds. Yep. That works. That's middle finger, thumb, index, middle, middle. And then, so that, let me show you where we're at in the lyrics. Dear Savior's birth, that's where we're at right now. Basically on birth. Okay. Not sure that D7 chord's right there. Not sure why they have a D7 chord there. But, okay, moving on. Let's finish this off with a nice arpeggio at the end. And I believe we're going to have a repeat in there. Okay. Make sure. Okay, this is on the downbeat. And now we've just got this nice little arpeggio here. Yeah, we'll just do. Let me see. So that's just a straight arpeggio there. That's just more filler, you're holding up that D chord for a while, right? You're like, dear Savior's birth. Right, that's what those two measures, 8 and 9 are. Okay, let's make sure we got the right fingering in there. Thumb. I like to put my thumb on that 5th string. There's middle, index, thumb, I believe. Yeah. So a lot of times my thumb's just playing that 6th and 5th string. Index, middle, index, middle. So if I play measures 7, 8, and 9, what I just wrote out, this is the part that says, Dear Savior's birth, I believe. Dear Savior's birth. See that arpeggio there? That's all filler notes, measures 8, 9. So that's, if the melody's just it's all on your 4th string there, 7th fret, 5th, open 4th string. Let me see. Make sure I'm right there. Yeah, that's right. Let's play it too. Let's see what we got. Yep, that's all right. Now that is an A chord.